It's a simple design, it's a simple menu system, it's simple to use, it's just great. What's going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Friday Vape Club. As always, your host Squidly Tris back for another review for you. Today we are looking at this. This is the Augvape Foxy One. It is a single 18650 or 21700 battery. It is capable of doing up to 120 watts. So yeah, look at this thing, sexy little bitch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive down, take a quick look around it. Then we'll jump back up top here. We'll do the pros, cons, price, and if I would recommend this or not. So stick around, watch this video. Do not forget to smash that like button for me. Do not forget to hit the little subscribe button if you want to get notified when I release new videos. And let's get into this thing. Okay, here we have a closer look at that Augvape Foxy One. So this is a single 18650 or 21700 battery. I'm gonna put some specs on the screen right here for you, and we can start to talk to those while we have a quick look around this thing. So you get this chassis, which is zinc alloy, and you do have this leather. Now I think it is in fact leather, because when I scratch it and sniff, I can kind of smell like a leathery smell. If it's not, if it's a sticker, please let me know in the comments if you do know better than I do, which most people do. This thing, like you can see in the specs there, is capable of all the way from 5 to 120 watts. So let's take it from the top, shall we? Up the top here, you do have your gold-plated 510 pin. It does say it's 26 millimeters across the top. I think you will be comfortable with a 25 millimeter, given that you do have these rounded edges. So I think anything more than a 25 millimeter on top here, you'll run the risk of overhang and it looking a little bit silly. This is your fire button. It is a very nice, intuitive fire button. Your finger just naturally finds it. It's got a very nice click to it. There is nothing else down the front here. They have kept the designs nice and simple and smooth. Underneath, you've got nothing really to write home about. Down this side here, you do have a USB-C charging port. And then around the other side, this is where you have your screen. So you can see I'm running it at 55 watts. You get a battery level indicator. That's my applied voltage and my resistance. And you do have your up and down buttons. And as I scroll through, you can see it goes up and down in 1 watt increments. Now the screen, it's very legible, it's very easy to see. I dig that about it. It doesn't need to be a big screen. Bigger is not always better, people. When do people understand that? Now to get into the menu system, 1, 2, 3, you just scroll through. So now I am in voltage mode. Now I'm in bypass mode. And now I'm back to wattage. That's it, that's all you get, those 3 little things. Now you might be thinking, where is the battery? How do I get into the battery? To do that, you just simply grab the back and slide it out. You can see you've got some gold plated battery connections up the top and down the bottom. You can see some indices for your orientation on the battery sled as well inside the chassis. Your battery actually slides into the door. You don't put the battery in first and then try and fit this. You actually have to slide the battery into the door and it just stays in place. Pretty cool. So you got some magnets on the door as well. Beefy magnets hold everything in place. And that's it, that's pretty cool. So I've got a 21700 Galisi battery in here. See, I've got that little groove. They sort of align with the bottom here. And you just simply slide it in like so, and then it will snap together. Done. That simple. And it is fairly, it's held in there in place pretty strongly. Those magnets do a good job. So that is the Augvape Foxy One. Not much to it. Simple, small, sleek little device. Let's take a look at the packaging. Here we have the packaging for the Foxy One. You get a picture on the front, you get the warnings right there. On the back, you get the kit contents, your authenticity, some more warnings. Let's get into this. Oh yeah. Can you give me some cutouts, Augvape? Sometimes your boxes are just really shitty to get into. All right. You do receive an user manual, an warranty card, an USB charging cable, and an battery adapter. Shit. All right, that was a quick look around the Augvape Foxy One. Let's jump back up top and do the pros, cons, price, and if I would recommend this or not. All right, so there we had a quick look around the Augvape Foxy One. What we're gonna do is take it for a vape. I have got a Vaporesso sub-ohm tank on top. Trying to match this with the color of the leather. What do you think? Did a pretty good job. It's not a bad looking little setup, is it? So yeah, 55 watts on the dial. I'm gonna push the button and let's do this. So it works. You push that absolutely massive fire button and it fires and you get them vapors. So what we're gonna do is talk about the pros and the cons, shall we? All right, so I'm only gonna do the real top hitter pros, the ones that I think that this thing shines with. The pros, first one, it is sleek and it is sexy. This thing is just a gorgeous looking device. I love the leather, I love the matte stainless steel or the you know, the gunmetal finish that they've got. I love how sleek it is. Look, there's nothing here. So it is just well designed from an aesthetics point of view. Gorgeous looking device. You've got these rounded edges, this very big fire button, and being the only thing on the front here, your finger just finds it absolutely perfectly. It's ergonomic as well, so this rounded section where the battery is housed fits into the hand just like so, and it's kind of a short stubby little thing, so you don't really see it. It's kind of like a hidden little device. Trigger fire, perfect, absolutely perfect. From a design point of view and an aesthetics point of view, Augvape really nailed it with this little device. I absolutely love it. The other one is there's not too many features on this. The one thing I hate about some devices is they give you everything that you would need. You get temperature control, you can change the bloody menu layout, you can change the color scheme, you can do this, you can do that. It's not warranted and it's not needed. And they've kept it very simple with this device. You literally get voltage, you get wattage, and you get bypass. That's it, those three. That's all you will need, and 99% of the vapors out there are gonna be satisfied with only having those three features. In fact, I think 97% of those people will be just after wattage, and then you might have one or two people who might like, you know, the voltage or the bypass. So you're capturing pretty much everyone. We're just keeping it simple, and I love how they've kept it simple. It's a simple design, it's a simple menu system, it's simple to use, it's just great. And the other massive pro, and this is subjective, but I like it when products do this, is they've kept the screen really, really simple, but it goes up and down in 1 watt increments. That's sensational. Doesn't need to be massive, big, bright screen. It doesn't need to tell you everything. Just give me the wattage, just give me the battery level, the fucking ohms, and that's about it. That's all I need. So yeah, they've made a really, really top-notch little device here. So that's the big hitter pros out of the way. Let's discuss these cons, shall we? So there's only one little con that I didn't have an issue with it, but I can see people having an issue with it, and that is the space that you have on top here. You are gonna be restricted to maybe a 25 millimeter atomizer is probably gonna be the biggest that you can use. Doesn't really affect me too much because I generally have 24 millimeters. Most of the stuff on the market is 24 millimeters, but if you do like the bigger diameter atomizers, then you may struggle to fit something on here, but I'm sure everybody has their preferred 24, 22 millimeter RTA, RDAs, sub-ohm tanks, and I think that's all that you need. So yeah, I can see people complaining about not being able to fit their favorite, you know, bigger diameter atomizer on top, but it is what it is. With the cons out of the way, let's talk about the price. What is the Augvape Foxy One? Gonna set you back with a little bit of Google fruit around the internet, and I found it on sale in the States for 45 bucks and 80 bucks here in Australia. Is 80 bucks worth it? Maybe. I would say this is not the colorway that I would choose. They look like they've got like a black and a green one. That's right up my alley. I would pay 80 bucks for that. I think that's a good looking little device. This is kind of ugly, but it's like your kid, right? You love it nonetheless, even though it's an ugly son of a bitch. You don't see what others do. And I think people will really fall in love with this device. So with that being said, let's give it a rating, shall we? So if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I have a rating system on this channel, and I go, a device is either the best device ever or the worst device ever. I don't have anything in between. There's not like, oh yeah, it's okay. It's just, it's either best or it's either worst. That's it, that's all you're getting. So where does the Augvape Foxy One fit into that category? Well, it fits in the best category ever. I am gonna give this thing the best category ever. I have really enjoyed using it despite it being sort of an ugly color scheme. I have really been enjoying using this. Augvape have done an amazing job with this little device. It's sensational for what it is. It's simple, it's sleek, it's sexy, and there's nothing more you can ask from a device than that, other than pushing the button and having it fire, and that's about it. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I really hope you enjoy it. Like always, please like, please share, please subscribe, and remember YouTube, keep it cloudy.